The evidence in Volume 1 of the Special Counsel's report, in addition to recent public statements made by the President and his most senior advisors, cannot be ignored. One cannot faithfully defend the Constitution and be open to receiving foreign assistance to win an election at the same time and take actions to actively thwart the federal investigation into those foreign influence efforts. The oath and those acts are incompatible. They should be of grave concern to this body, which carries its own constitutional responsibilities. We cannot write off what transpired in 2016. Right now, today, there is no whole-of-government strategy to counter foreign influence in elections, no presidential leadership to secure our elections, no legislation passed by Congress to address election security or foreign influence. Instead, we have deflection and apathy and inaction. We cannot ignore the information in the Special Counsel's report. We cannot not care. We have to care and we have to act. We have to raise our expectations. Protecting Americans from foreign interference in our democracy needs to begin here. Protecting our constitutional system of checks and balances needs to begin here. Protecting our shared values, our free elections, and our American interests needs to begin here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Hazen.
Chairman Nadler, Ranking Member Collins, and members of the Judiciary Committee, thank you for the opportunity to appear here today to speak about a matter that is among my greatest concerns I've had in 25 years of researching and teaching about American election law and campaign finance issues: the potential for continued illegal foreign interference in United States elections, and the United States President's ill-advised encouragement of foreign government meddling. From founding fathers George Washington and Alexander Hamilton to Supreme Court Justices John Paul Stevens and Justice Brett Kavanaugh, American leaders have recognized that hostile foreign nations with, as Justice Stevens put it, no basic investment in the well-being of the country may attempt to interfere in American elections in order to manipulate an election's outcome or to curry favor with the winner. Justice Kavanaugh in the 2011 case, Blumen versus Federal Election Commission, held that the United States has a compelling interest in democratic self-government. This unanimous opinion upheld the ban on foreign contributions and expenditures in American elections, and the Supreme Court affirmed the ruling without even issuing its own opinion. Indeed, until President Trump came along, there was broad bipartisan consensus that foreign interference in American elections undermines the idea that we, the people, and not outsiders with interests adverse to the United States, get to choose American leaders. In the wake of unprecedented Russian interference in the 2016 presidential elections, and in light of statements made last week by President Trump that he saw, quote, nothing wrong with taking valuable information from a foreign government about an election opponent in the 2020 elections, it is worth considering both what current campaign finance law prohibits when it comes to foreign interference in elections and what steps Congress can and should take consistent with the First Amendment to ensure continued American self-government. Volume 1 of the Mueller report revealed that agents of the Russian government and military did three things. They engaged in a social media campaign to provoke and amplify social discord and eventually to support its favorite candidate, Trump. They stole emails from officials of the DNC, including campaign official John Podesta, and released them through WikiLeaks and other sources. And they, quote, targeted individuals and entities involved in the administration of elections, including State Board of Elections and voting machine companies. The Department of Justice charged 13 individuals and entities affiliated with the Russian military with crimes related to these activities. We will never know the extent to which these Russian military activities influenced the outcome of the 2016 elections, but there is no question as to their intent. There is also little question that foreign powers will try to interfere again in 2020. The Mueller report should be a wake-up call for all Americans. Three key congressional improvements will be increased cybersecurity funding, extending the foreign expenditure prohibition and disclosure laws to all online advertising, and requiring campaigns to report contacts from foreign agents. But President Trump has not only failed to support these bipartisan measures, he's actually encouraged foreign meddling. In the 2016 election, Russian operatives targeted Hillary Clinton's personal offices approximately 5 hours after Trump remarkably encouraged the Russian government to find Clinton's supposed 30,000 missing emails from her time as Secretary of State. As for the 2020 elections, Trump even more outrageously told ABC News' George Stephanopoulos he saw nothing wrong with taking, quote, opposition research about an opponent from the government. As explained in the Mueller report, This is illegal. The report cited Federal Election Commission authority for the view that opposition research counts as a thing of value under federal law. The report stated, quote, "A foreign entity that engaged in such research and provided resulting information to a